Very good evening to you. We begin with this. The uMkhonto party has been dealt a blow after the Constitutional Court found that its leader, Jacob Zuma, is not eligible to contest the elections for a seat in the National Assembly. But the party remains adamant that today's judgment will not impact its performance at the polls next week. The Apex Court set aside an earlier decision by the Electoral Court, allowing the former president to be on Parliament's candidate list. Our reporter Juniour Khumalo filed this report.
After a lengthy legal battle, former President Jacob Zuma has been found ineligible to contest the elections as a candidate for uMkhonto WeSizwe.
This court concludes that Mr. Zuma was convicted of an offence and sentenced to more than 12 months imprisonment for the purposes of Section 47(1)(e) of the Constitution, and is accordingly not eligible to be a member of and not qualified to stand for election to the National Assembly until 5 years have elapsed since the completion of his sentence.
The Apex Court overturned a ruling by the Electoral Court last month which found that the IEC had erred in upholding objections to Zuma's candidacy. Two parties had written to the IEC arguing that owing to his conviction for contempt of court, he ought not to be allowed on the MK party's list of candidates for parliament. Justice Leona Terone explained why the Constitutional Court upheld the objection to Zuma's candidacy.
Interpretation of Section 47(1)(e) of the Constitution adopted by the Electoral Court subverts the purpose to be achieved by the section. In relation to the legal effect of a remission of sentence, this court finds that Section 47(1)(e) focuses on the length of the sentence imposed. The order of the Electoral Court is set aside.
Despite this legal setback, the MK party believe all is not lost.
When we leave here, we'll go and have a meeting as an executive, and President Zuma will lead us on what to do from here onwards. So he's still the leader of the party. He's in charge of MK party. People of South Africa must relax. Every direction that Jacob Zuma will give us, we will follow him.
The Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, which was admitted as a friend of the court, welcomed Monday's judgment.
We are glad that the court has now clarified all the issues and the confusion caused by the Electoral Court, and Mr. Zuma can't stand.
The IEC also welcomed the ruling, saying the constitutional uncertainties have been clarified. Finding former President Jacob Zuma ineligible to stand as the presidential candidate for uMkhonto WeSizwe, he will still be on the ballot, owing to him being the party's leader. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Juniour Khumalo at the Constitutional Court in Braamfontein.